Suddenly you wake up with a start, and your head is sore. Remembering what day it is too late. Did you even mourn? There's no point asking why. Reaffirm your alibi. All those lies you tell about the ones you left behind. The ones you left behind after the lights failed.
Guys, this is happening. It's kind of nice.
Amazing.
By kind of nice, I mean, yeah!
My name's Joey, and I'm the drummer and percussionist and occasionally other things for Curious Quail. So I've been in the band a few years now, and the last couple of recordings we did, I wasn't really on them. I mean, I had parts that I'd written, but it was all electronic drums. And this one, being able to go into a studio, just go for it and make sure that my sort of musical voice was heard was something I was really looking forward to. And it turned out exactly how I wanted it to sound, and I'm really happy with that. I'm finally able to say like, hey, you know, that's actually me on the recording. This last year has really felt solid. We were able to do a bunch of really cool shows, and the only thing I can think is like how much more we're going to be doing in the coming year. That last chorus thing was bad.
Exactly. I just want to punch that.
Yeah.
The rest of the tape was good, dude. So yeah, just make all those doubles perfect. Just make them perfect.
Make them good.
Well, okay.
Yeah. Just play it better.
Yeah. You guys, I mean,
what he said.
I'm so glad because I wasn't sure. I was thinking maybe worse.
It felt pretty good that time.
Okay, I think we got it.
We're good.
So you're
cool.
Okay with how it is?
I think so.
Okay.
I think we're gonna put together a comp.
Cool.
Taking a quick break, and thought we'd just go outside and look at just the terrible view. I mean, look at that.
This is how Joey broke his arm.
Right before he was supposed to finish tracking all the drums.
This actually was Joey.
My name is Erin, and I play bass and sing harmonies. The thing that I'm most proud of on this album is the fact that I got to play bass on an album for the first time. I'd actually just learned how to play it the year before when Curious Quail had an opening, and I decided to give it a shot trying to learn it, and learned it in 5 days. When I got to Dirt Room for bass recording day, we set up the bass and the amps that I was planning to use, and for some reason we were getting this fuzz, like this hum, every time I would play things on the bass. We tried 3 different speakers and bass heads and 3 different bass guitars. Nothing could make it go away. And we waited about, I guess, an hour trying this and that, and then it just disappeared. So I guess they're ghosts. I think the place is haunted.
My name is Mike. I'm the singer, guitarist, songwriter. I was shopping a lot of different studios for this because, you know, this is pre-Kickstarter. We decided we were going to record in a band together because we had not done that yet. The 5-piece lineup that we currently have, you know, we'd solidified. And John reached out to me, actually, on Facebook Message, of all things. You're not supposed to respond to those. But John reached out to me and wanted to know if we were interested in tracking our next record. So when everybody saw the room, we knew what was what.
My name is Abe. I play lead guitar and keyboards. This was my first time recording in a studio, so it was really nice to just have someone else there to be a part of it, to bounce the ideas back and forth. One of my favorite memories from the studio was having John. He would lay down on the floor and adjust my guitar pedals as I was playing so that we could get some of those tones like the delay on Giraffes. That was all on the fly. There was no post-production on that. That's just from my pedals.
I'm Alan. I play violin in the band. One of my favorite memories is of when John and Joey were trying to record the rain. At first I thought they were crazy, but it turned out pretty good. They created some kind of protective contraption for the microphones and everything, and I think it sounds pretty good.
We probably have enough now.
My name is Jonathan Alexander Devoto. I'm from the East Bay, California, and I produce music and play music and all that good stuff. It's fun. We've been working on the Curious Quail record for, it's been close to a month now. I think, maybe. Time just kind of disappears when you're working on a record. It's been great. It's been a cool freaking process.
My name's Michael Chang. I'm from San Francisco, California.
Working with John's great. I got so lucky with that. It's just been fantastic. We work really well with each other. We feed off each other.
I've known Michael for like, I don't know, Gunther, excuse me. It's been a few years now. He's great. He makes my job a lot easier because I'm able to focus on the creative aspect without like staring at the meters and having to wonder if we're peaking. I can just kind of do the producer thing more. The hardest part of recording has probably been a combination of the time crunch and the fact that the band members live like 2 hours away and all have jobs, which means that scheduling has been kind of hard. The process has been kind of split up where it's like a half day on Wednesday, a full day on Friday, wait a week, band comes back, versus just like living in the studio for 2 weeks and just staying in the creative mindset. But it's the modern times. My favorite part of the album is probably the songs, which is the good starting point. It's really cool that the band plays as a band and they write all the songs and they arrange all the material as a band and they do a lot of pre-production and they come in knowing more or less what the parts are going to be. We don't like to have very much fun. We just like to not make jokes, not laugh. We just like to keep it very serious.
Is that camera capturing the audio as well?
Yeah.
Hey, look, Aaron. Look what he got out for you.
That's what I made for you. Oh, you hate America. That's right, I forgot.
I have Pop-Tarts, peanut butter pretzels, apples, I got some nuts.
Okay, that's fine. I'll have some of your nuts.
Great. Gotta chop them up real quick. Get them nice, real nice. Yeah.
We are turning the salad into a dessert.
Let's choke it salad.
Now this is gluten-free, right?
Oh my god.
I'd like to take a brief moment to offer my apologies.
Yeah, John ended up exercising quite a lot in front of us at random times during the recording.
No fun. No fun has happened. Next question.
When we did the group vocal section, it was actually kind of a blast.
We sent out a bunch of messages to people, texted friends, and emailed other bands that we played with. And
we anticipated having maybe 10 people here at most.
And we had, I think, like 30 people packed in the room. And we were trying to get them all to sing without them being able to hear the parts.
So, like 4 people had headphones, and Joey is like conducting the crowd, holding up a whiteboard.
When those parts come in, it's this full sound of all these voices together singing these songs.
It actually came out really good. You'd never know how DIY it really was.
Well, now the lies he tells to her, the truth of fear and swells in her, kills me. And he says, this tent's our house for now, we'll leave it soon because we know how.
Golden. Yes. Print.
So when I approached the band about the story behind the album, I had a very distinct vision in mind of what I wanted the album cover to be. And Joey was like, I can draw that. And it was very surreal because Joey essentially sketched out exactly what I was envisioning. And between him and Abe, like, once Abe scanned it and threw it in Photoshop and just basically cleaned it up, and it just, it's like seeing something in your own brain printed out. Like, it was very, very strange for me. I can't get over how awesome they did on that album art.
We got the albums. Mike was sitting there getting ready to open the box, and my heart was pounding. And then when he opened it and handed me one, I was just like, wow, it's really amazing.
All right, everybody. It's a damn shame nobody came out for this thing. I was really, really pleased when these guys asked me if they could do their CD release here. It's just really cool to see, as Mike said, a real community evolving around music in this town. So, without further ado, give your warmest and your most sincere welcome to Curious Quail.
The first time I heard about Curious Quail was at Night Riot's and Picture Atlantic show over at the X Bar about 4 years ago.
I first found out about Curious Quail after going to a show at Blake's on Telegraph.
I remember watching Mike go and play acoustic shows at Red Rock Cafe in Mountain View.
I first saw Curious Quail when they played at Bottom of the Hill with Coruscant Weekend. What really stood out to me was their unique sound and great energy on stage.
My favorite thing about Curious Quail is how supportive they are of everyone else, and is that they're just passionate about their music.
All the members of Curious Quail have shown that they don't settle for anything less than perfect.
Aaron and Mike stayed afterwards and talked to me, not only about the set, but also about Doctor Who, which was pretty amazing.
I've always been really supportive of Curious Quail, and when they decided they wanted to do a Kickstarter, I was on board from day one.
As a photographer, I try to be as involved in local music as I can, and supporting bands when they have a Kickstarter is one way of doing that.
I wanted to donate to the Kickstarter because I knew that it was going to be an amazing project.
A lot of the perks and a lot of the things that they did for their backers and the way that they've treated this project has made it even more worth it than just the fact of getting a new album.
If I could use one word to describe this album, I'd probably say intense.
Unforgettable.
Passionate.
Meaningful.
I'd go with complete. Times with the previous records where something was rushed or I didn't feel good about something or other. After the Lights Failed, from start to finish, it is one piece of work. It is complete.
Living in glass houses for too long, and now we're brave enough to admit that we got it wrong. Living in glass houses for too long, and now we're brave enough to admit that we got it wrong.
As someone who has been sitting with this thing in my head for a very long time, to be able to get it out to other people and have them perform the way that they did, I am just so damn lucky to be able to be in a band with these people.
The thing I'm most proud of about this album is probably the work that we all put in. We put in a lot of emotion, and that's something that you can definitely feel in the music.
Whether it's an upbeat song like Instant Gratification or a more reflective song like Refugee Camp.
That even the most quiet parts are very intense in that, like, what's gonna happen next kind of way.
Both with the lyrics, but also with the feeling that you get from it. It has a lot of story behind it.
Now we're giving up, can you feel it? Can you feel it? In your bones, are we giving up? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Now we're giving up, can you feel it? Can you feel it? In your bones,
If I could tell the band one thing as far as like continuing on, it's to keep doing exactly what they're doing and to explore their voice, because I found the right track.